EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present opening round coverage of the PGA Championship. Here it is once again, Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin. The best golfers from around the world have gathered to compete for the Wanamaker Trophy at the PGA Championship, and it sets up to be another great major. Rich Lerter alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And Frank, tell us a little bit about Whistling Straits.
It's a Pete Dye special, Rich, and the golf course borders Lake Michigan, so you have these wonderful vistas should you choose to look at that. But the course itself is almost like a links course, the way the holes roll around in amongst these sand dunes or bunkers. I've lost count of the number of bunkers. There I think close to about 1,000 bunkers out there. But the holes themselves are a genuine test, and it will reward a lengthy player. We've seen that in the past champions there, but it's just a great test from the first hole to the 18th. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Birdie try up next. This is a 23-foot putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better. Even par currently.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. A lot of excitement here. Let's take you out to the action once again at the 13th. Just a mediocre first round up to this point from our featured golfer. Frank, what are some keys to making something happen down the stretch?
Well, if this is the worst score that they shoot all week, I think that's one of the keys, because this is a position to vault forward from.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Got to be careful here. Downhill, he's got to time it good because your weight's a little bit more on your front foot.
Good-looking shot right here. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Good birdie, now at 1 under for the tournament. So with 5 holes left to play here at the PGA Championship, we arrive at this dogleg left, par 4.
Well, it's called Widow's Watch, but really it's a thinking man's hole. A long iron, maybe even a fairway wood just down the right side. That should set up a relatively simple short iron.
Frank, Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Frank, with the drive off to the left side, what's the player looking at now?
Well, a blind second shot, so you've got to pick one of those mounds in the distance to really focus on a line here.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Wow, I thought he made that. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. Solid par to remain 1 under. The 15th now, and a 503-yard par 4 here at Whistling Straits.
Well, it's certainly beautiful to look at, but tough to play. Bunkered once again left and right, but it's a hole that you have to hit a driver down here, just purely because of the length of the hole.
Good contact, good result. Frank, this was quite a collaboration between a business giant by the name of Herb Kohler, an insurance salesman with a genius for design. Well, you know who that is. That's Pete Dye.
Yeah, you put the two together and there's no question you finish up with a masterpiece.
A couple of American dreamers shooting for the stars, and they end up with Whistling Straits. Well, Frank, the wind is really starting to pick up.
You've got to fixate on the direction now. If you get the direction wrong and or mistime one of those gusts, all sorts of problems.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
And with that, 1 under par. Well, that about wraps things up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Enjoyed it, Frank.
Certainly did, Rich. Once again, the golf course provided more than a stern test.
And for the entire team, I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time. EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present second round coverage of the PGA Championship.
Well, when he goes after it like he is here,
Really powering up here.
long just meant longer.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good. Well, Frank, the 11th here at Whistling Straits is a monster par 5. They call it sandbox, but it is not exactly child's play, is it?
No, I can't actually count the number of bunkers on this hole. Plus, it's a dogleg to the right. 645 yards. I don't care whichever way you cut it down. That's going to be 3 good shots. It forces you to hit driver off this tee.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Nice position, short grass, second shot.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie. Settles in over the putt. Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And he makes it for par. Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
Yeah, at 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of this green and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is a beauty, a real beauty. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Frank, the good players continue to play good golf, even if they're not winning or in the top 5.
Yeah, that position's starting to look a little brighter than what it was at the beginning of the day. Now in the top 25.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Always nice to be comfortably inside that cut line. The wily golf instructor makes birdie. So that is the end of the second round. I can't wait to get back at it tomorrow, Frank.
We got a great leaderboard right now, Rich. So many players in contention. Golf course, there's enough blend of good and hard holes. Really, it's up for grabs.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present third round coverage of the PGA Championship. We're here at Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin for the PGA Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the championship action. Frank, what's in store for our golfers today under these major championship conditions?
It's a Pete Dye special, Rich. Bunkers, I've lost count of the number of bunkers at Whistling Straits, but already it's been the host of several PGA Championships, so it's a test for the great players of the world. But really, you've got to tip your cap to the designer. He'll tell you that building Whistling Straits was a, quote, once-in-a-lifetime thing. To see Lake Michigan around the golf course, it looks just like it's not real. It looks like you're playing on the moon sometimes. It's an amazing venue.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, this for birdie. Par yesterday, now for birdie.
Well, that takes the strain off the next one.
Good lag putt right there. And getting ready for the putt. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Frank, just tons of bunkers on the right. You hope the wind is in your favor.
Yeah, and sadly, your mind just about picks up on each and every one of them.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone. Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
He'll need to be strong with this. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that.
Even par currently.
Frank, nothing really went the player's way this week.
Yeah, if this was motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Mark a birdie on the card. Welcome back to the PGA Championship here at Whistling Straits. Ball is teed up here at the 10th. We are set to get it going on the back 9.
There's a bunker that you can see that's about 260 yards in the middle of the fairway. You can easily carry that in line with another one that's about 330 yards. That just sets up a relatively straightforward pitch. That's fine.
Well, this is the kind of wind that separates the great players from the average players. You really have to be strong. That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, the time is now to start making birdies, and there we go. One on the board and suddenly inside the top 20.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of in that, but really, you've got to be aggressive from here on in.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact, first and foremost, that you're not going to get clean contact. So you have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Not missing by much today, but enough to again be in the bunker. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sand wedge. Amazing. Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
A few more birdies like that, Rich, you never know, just might sneak place on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Day 3, and what a tournament this is shaping up to be, Frank.
Quite simply, great weather, great golf, great fans, which is the perfect mix for a golfer trying to win a tournament. The final round, if this is anything to go by, has to just be sensational.